morning and hello, I'm Professor Coe and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review and Forex Briefing for Friday the 6th of January 2023. Right, yesterday we had a good day. We had 3 horses in a 4-horse race against the heavily odds on favourite, and we managed to hook the winner. We got this My Genghis, which won at 16 to 1 SP. Unfortunately, that's the good news. The bad news is we didn't do as well as that. We only got 9.5 to 1 at 150 per £8 units. That's £150 on it. So we did pretty well, but it's always a bit galling for a big drift on that. And you wouldn't have thought that. It was about 1 to 8 originally, but anyway. And we also were on the other 2, which came 4th and 3rd. Holly Blackmore and Keep It Hush. And we did a little bit better on the odds there, but I mean at one point I saw 150 to 1 on Holly Blackmore anyway, but that's irrelevant. But so we did all right there. We had £4 per £8 unit, so £400 on, and we ended up making £11.16 on the £4, which is 2.79, 2.8 to 1 on average. So we made just over £1,100 there, so that was good. And the account's coming up again, 58.40 units in profit, so sort of it's moving in the right direction after a bit of a pasting down from 72 unit peak. Right, racing today then, we've got one Friday the 6th, Southwell, all weather, first race at Southwell, 5:15. It's a handicap class 6, 3-year-olds, 0 to 55, 4 furlongs, 214 yards. Now the key about this is a straight. It's a straight 5 furlongs. It's the quickest on the all-weather, believe it or not. And the horse we like is this number 5, Sumac. It's about 10 to 1, but we've done a little bit better than that. And we've also got 4 places on that, so on Betfair. So we've got 4 places at 1.98 to 1, so just shy of evens. So that's why we put 1.05, £1.05, so £105 for us. So we'll end up with a sort of a break-even point there, but we skewed it towards the win, and we got £1.50 per £8 unit on at 13 to 1 on average. So that's £150 on at 13 to 1. So that was decent. So we'll end up with about £2,000 if it wins. If it places, we'll lose about £50. And if it doesn't place, we'll lose a lot, obviously. So we've got £255 on at giving us a 0.32 unit exposure roughly. So, and if you wanted to do it on a much lower stake, you can put £2.55 on. So that's why we do that anyway. So that's that. What do we like about that horse? Well, it's ran. Basically, we think it's been gamed, which is our term for they've deliberately hidden the merits of that horse to get a low handicap mark. Last time out it was at Lingfield 6, which is model 99, which is quick. And if you watch that replay, you'll see that the horse is a bit of a monster. It's got exactly the right sort of look for Southwell 5 furlongs. If they let that horse off the lead, it's going to be quite frightening, and hopefully they will today. So it's a big stamp of a horse. It's got speed to burn, and it was strangled in its last race. And they've changed the jockey significantly as well. So we've got reasonably high hopes for that. We haven't filled our boots because the odds are decent, and we don't need to, but nevertheless it's a pretty good bet as far as we're concerned. And it's up against hanging horses who basically don't really quite go the pace. So we're expecting a good run from this Sumac. Anyway, we'll see. Famous last words. Right, so what else is going on? Well, let's just look at the Forex. Well, the Forex, we've had the Fed minutes, which is sort of shaking up the market, and those and it was front run really on Tuesday. I mean, obviously all the great and the good got the nod, and that's why we had a strong dollar on Tuesday across the board. But us peasants obviously have to infer what's going on. Now today you've got sort of Forex. You've got 1330, which is the big one, the NFP non-farm payrolls, and you've also got Canadian employment change, which is a tier 1 event as well. So that's fine. You're going to get loads of volatility, lots of fireworks, lots of jumping about. And then it's and then you've got this gap to 1500, which is where is it? ISM service PMI in the US. So producer price index. So it's an inflation measure. So you've got this. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave, or we're going to not touch just prior to NFP because it will be too volatile and we're likely to get chopped. And then we're gonna watch out for a pair that's been really pumped or compressed in this window just prior to 1500. So what will probably happen is something will get pumped right up, and then within sort of around 1/2, 1/4, 3, some of this will be taken off the table to square profit take and square the books really, because you've got this data risk at 1500, and or if it's been sort of shooting down, then likewise some will be, and we're after this bit really. And obviously if you look at the technicals, if it's buffing up against something obvious like a resistance or support or something, or it's unlikely to go through it prior to the 1500 data. So you've got a good risk sort of buffer there, and that's what we're going to try and do. We can't really tell you which pair is going to happen, but that's a skill in itself. But we're not trying to keep it from you. It's just we don't know at the moment. So that's where we are. Just to sum up then, good day yesterday, could have been better because it drifted. Today we're on this number 5 Sumac, 4 places and a win at decent odds in the first race at Southwell, and we're going to try and have a little trade in this window after NFP and before PMI services at 1500. So that's what we're doing really. So hopefully that's useful to you. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and goodbye.